Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, this video is going to be a special video because in this video what we are going to do is we are going to do the complete test preparation, and this is going to be a mock test kind of situation, okay, wherein what we will do is we will first discuss the syllabus, okay, how many questions comes in a Deloitte NLA exam, and then we will do the exact amount of questions so that you will get the actual feel of the actual exam, okay. So make sure to watch the video till complete end, and also please share your reviews in the comment down, okay, if you felt this video was helpful or not, or if there is any need of any improvement. So make sure to comment that down, okay. So I don't want to waste more time, okay, let's directly start with the today's video. Before that, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, because I regularly post these kinds of a lot of helpful videos for all of you. So make sure to subscribe it. I am very sure that it is going to be very helpful for you in the future. Also, there is a complete playlist for Deloitte NLA and different Deloitte exams on my channel. Make sure to check that playlist too. I will leave the link of this playlist in the description box. So before we dive deep into solving today's questions, first let's understand the syllabus for Deloitte NLA, and then accordingly we will solve questions today, okay. So see, in Deloitte NLA syllabus we have like 5 different sections, okay, you can say. First one is our quant section, that is quantitative aptitude. In this we will get 10 questions, okay, and see, the total amount of time that you will get for the exam is 90 minutes, okay. So there is no as such sectional time, so you don't have to consider that. So you have to understand that the total examination is of 1 hour 30 minutes, okay, and then these are the sections that you have. Now from quantitative aptitude you will get 10 questions, then from logical reasoning you will get 12 questions, then from English you will get 13 questions, English or verbal ability we can say, and then from technical skills or computer fundamentals we will get 30 questions, okay, and then coding we will get 2 questions, okay. So see, in this video I have tried to cover questions in such a way that you get the practice of most amount of topics, because you see, in quants and logical reasoning and English there are like many topics, subtopics in itself, right? So which is like very tough to prepare everything. Preparing everything is next to impossible. So I have created this video in such a way that I will bring topics from different questions from different topics, so it will be a very good practice for all of you, okay. So let's start. So first of all we are going to start with quants question, okay. We will be solving 10 questions now. So let's look at the questions now. Let's look at this question. The question that we have is: a man buys a car for 5 lakh rupees. He spends 20% of the cost price on repairs and sells it for rupees 7,20,000, and we have to find his profit percentage, okay. So see, we already have some data, we need some more data, so we will calculate few things. See, the cost price that is given to us is how much? 5 lakh, okay. So let's write that first. Next thing is what? Repair cost, okay. So repair cost which is told to us is how much? Okay, let me write. Repair cost is the 20% of the cost price. So 20% of cost price is what? This 5 lakh only, okay. So 20% of 5 lakh is how much? It is 1 lakh, okay. You can calculate it. So I'm directly writing 20% of 5 lakh is 1 lakh. Now the total cost we need to find, okay. Total cost is equals to how much? Initially he bought it at 5 lakh, okay, and then he spent how much? 1 lakh in repair. So the total cost in his case will be what? 6 lakhs, right? So the total cost that we have is 6 lakhs, okay. Now we have what we know is the selling price, okay. So selling price is given to us in the question only, which was 7,20,000, okay. So based on that we can calculate profit. Profit is what? Selling price minus cost price. So selling price was 720 and cost price is our new cost price is what? 6, right? Because we have calculated. So this is going to be what? 1,20,000. So means 1,20,000 is his profit. Now what we were asked is we need to calculate the profit percentage. So the profit percentage, how can it be calculated? We should have profit initially, and then we should have like total cost price we can say, and then that should be multiplied by 100 to have the final percentage. So let's write the values. So we had this as the profit, okay, and then the total was what? 6 lakh, and then we will multiply it with 100. So the final answer that we will get for this question is going to be 20%, okay. So how much profit percentage he has got? That is 20%. So the correct answer in this case is option number D, 20%. Hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Moving on to the next one. If PQRS is parallelogram, okay, what is the ratio of the area of triangle PQS and parallelogram PQRS? Okay, see, for this, in order to solve this question, you should understand few things. Okay, see, let's write it down. Ratio of areas. Okay, so we need to find the ratio of areas. First thing is what? Area of triangle is what? Area of triangle is half into base into height. Okay, and second thing is what? Area of parallelogram. This is parallelogram. Okay, area of parallelogram is how much? Base into height. This is like the formulas that you should know in order to solve this. So ratio of bases you need to count. Okay, ratio of area, sorry. So how you will write this thing? Okay, see, half into B into H. Okay, B into H. Okay, this will get cut off. Okay, and then final ratio that you will get is 1:2. Okay, the correct answer in this case will be option number B, which is 1:2. That is the ratio of area of triangle, and the ratio of area of parallelogram is how much? 1:2. Okay, moving on. We have this next question. How many different committees of 5 members may be formed from 6 gentlemen and 4 ladies? Okay, so this is a combinations based questions. The options that we have is 252, 181, 357 and 603. See, number of committees we need to find out. Okay, number of committees we need to find out. So total ways to form a committee of committee from 5 men, sorry 5 to, like, the total ways to form a committee of 5 from how many men? Okay, from 6 men and 4 women. Okay, so how can we calculate that? See, this is a combination based question. So total how many we have? 10. Okay, 10 people we have. 6 plus 4, 10. And what is the combination value that we are asked? Out of this we need to find 5 combinations. So we need to solve this one. Okay, how can we solve? So you know the formula of NCR was n factorial divided by r factorial and n minus r factorial. Okay, so let's write it. So 10 factorial divided by 5 factorial and 10 minus 5 factorial. Okay, so 10 factorial and then 5 factorial into 5 factorial. Now 10 factorial, how can we write? Okay, let me write it here. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5 factorial. Okay, and in the below we have 5 factorial into 5 factorial. This will get cut off. Then next statement, let me write it again, simplifying it. 5 factorial can be written as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 3 and 2 gets cut off with 6, 4 gets cut off with 8 by 2 and 5 gets cut off by 10 with 2. So the next thing I'm writing it down here. So we will have 2, 9, 2, 7. Okay, when we calculate this, what we will get? See, 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 9 is what? 36. 36 into 7, when you will do, you will get 252. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is going to be option number A. Hope you have understood the logic how we have to calculate. See, this was a combinations based question, so we have taken the total, and then out of that, how many combinations we need to create. So that is why we have taken 10C5. See, we are told a male and a female typist are needed in an institution. If 10 ladies and 15 gentlemen apply, then in how many ways can the selection be made? Okay, see, it is like kind of simple question only. So number of ways in which we have to select one male and one female typist is like what? Simple, 15 into 10 we will do. Okay, which is 150 ways. So in 150 different ways we can make this selection. So the correct answer for this question is going to be option number D, that is 150. Okay, 150 ways is the answer of this question. This question, 24 men can complete a job in 40 days. Okay, and the number of men required to complete the job in 32 days. So we have to find that out. So see, the options that are given is 40, 25, 30 and 50. So let's see how can we solve this. So let's see total work done. Okay, how much it is. So total work done will be 24 men into 40 days. Okay, that is going to be how much? 960 man days we call it. Okay, 960 man days. Now, you know, whenever we solve these kinds of work based questions, we have this thing that is work is equals to how much? Men into days. Okay, and in our case, what we are asked is like men. Okay, the number of men required. So how can we deduce this formula is days or work divided by days. Okay, so work we have already found out, that is 960 man days is the total work, and days is given to us, which is 32. So now when we will solve this 960 by 32, we will get what? 30 men. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is going to be 30 men. Okay, moving on to the next one. If Rama cover a distance of 300 kilometer in 5 hours, what is his speed? Okay, and we have different speeds given to us. Let's calculate it. Speed is equals to what? Distance upon time. Okay, and the distance given to us is what? 300 kilometer, and time that is given to us is 5 hours. Okay, it is given here in question 5 hours. So the distance or the speed of Rama is going to be 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, the correct option is option number B, which is 60 km per hour. Moving on to the next one. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so that you don't miss any important updates. Okay, the next question is, Varun can complete a piece of work in 15 days. Raj is 25% more efficient than Varun. How many days Raj can complete the work? Okay, in how many days Raj can complete the work? So the options given are 12 days, 6 days, 14 days and 9 days. See, first we have to understand Raj completion time is 25% more efficient, right? So Raj work with like work rate will be how much? If we solve 25, okay, 25 percentage, it is 1.25 times, we can say, right? So Varun will take 15 days. Varun takes how many days? 15 days. So Raj will take less than 15 days, okay, because Raj is efficient, okay, because 25% more efficient. So how can we calculate that? So Raj, he will take 15 by 1.25. So in this case, our answer that we will get is 12 days. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is option A, which is 12 days. Let's move on to the next one. A train which is 110 meters long passes a telegraph pole in 3 seconds. How long it will take to cross a railway platform which is 165 meter long? The options are 7.5 second, 5 second, C is 10 by 3 second, and D is 55 by 3 second. Okay, let's see the speed of train. Okay, let's see that first of all. Speed is equals to distance upon time. The distance that we are given is 110 meter. Okay, and the time that we have is 3 seconds, right? So 110 divided by 3 will be 36.67 meter per second. Okay, now what we are asked is time to cross platform, right? So time to cross platform will be how much? 110, okay, which was like total distance, plus the 165, okay, because this is the distance of what? Platform. So that also we will consider. So 165 meter, that distance, divided by the speed, okay, which is 36.67. Because see, we need to calculate what? We need to calculate time, because see, we need to calculate time, and time can be calculated by distance upon speed. So distance we are taking total distance, and speed we are taking what we have calculated. Okay, so when you will solve this, you will get the final answer as 7.5 seconds. Okay, which is option number A. So the correct answer in this question is going to be option A. Moving on to the next one. A shirt is marked at 800 rupees, is sold at a discount of 25%. What is the selling price of this shirt? Okay, see, discount is what? Discount, first let's calculate that. Discount is 25% of 800. Okay, which if we solve, we will get how many? We will get the final answer as 200. Okay, moving on. What is the selling price of the shirt which is asked to us? So first what we will do is price minus discount. Okay, this will give us 800 minus 200. This is going to be 600. Okay, and that is why our final answer will be 600. Okay, in this question, which is option number A. The selling price is this one. Moving on to the next one. What is the simple interest on 5,000 rupees at an annual interest rate of 6% for 3 years? The options that we have is 900, 750, 1000 and 1200. See, The formula for simple interest is what? PRT divided by 100. Okay, and if you are not aware, PRT stands for what? P here stands for principal amount, okay, and R stands for rate, and T stands for time. So let's see if we have these values to calculate the simple interest formula. So principal that is given to us is 5,000, rate is 6%, and time is 3 years, divided by 100. Let's solve this one. So 50 into 6 into 3. Okay, so this is going to be what? Finally it is going to be 900. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is 900, which is option number A. Okay, so now we have solved all the quants questions. So let's now move forward and solve next logical reasoning 12 questions. Okay, so we are now going to solve 12 questions on logical reasoning. Let's look at this question. The word tabular is rewritten by arranging the letters in the alphabetical order. Okay, so what will be the third letter from the right? And we have the options T, B, L, R. So in order to solve this question, what we need to do, see, we have this given word which is tabular. Okay, we need to rearrange it in alphabetical order. Okay, now what is alphabetical order? That is whichever letter comes first in the alphabet, we have to keep it first, and then the other ones. Okay, so for example, in this word, what is the one which comes first? A, right, in alphabet, so we will put A first here. In the same way, A is one more time, so we will put A, this one also here, so we will get A. Next is what? Next is B, right? So our next term alphabetically will be B. Then we will have L, okay, and then we will have what? R, then T, and then U. Okay, so now our series is arranged in alphabetical order. Now what we need to find? What will be the third letter from the right? So 1, 2, and 3. See, this is right direction. Okay, so the third letter from the right is what? R. So the correct answer in this case is going to be R. So the correct answer is option number D, which is R. Okay, hope you have understood it. Moving on to the next one. The next question is, in the given below series, how many 5s are preceded by 4 and succeeded by 8? Okay, so see, we again have a series with us. So let me write the series first. 4, 5, 8, 7, 8, 6, 7, 7, 5, 4, 8, 6. So here we have taken this entire series. Now what we need to find is how many 5s that are preceded by 4 and succeeded by 8. What does that mean? See, there should be a 5, okay, in the front of which should be what? 4. Preceded means in front of, and succeeded means after it. So we want to find this type of 5 which have 4 in front of that and 8 after that. Okay, so let's see this one. Let's start with the first 5. Yes, 4 is there in one in front of it, and then 8 is there. So till now we have found one. Let's see if we have any other 5. Yes, we have another 5, but here 4 is not there in front of it, so this cannot be the sequence. Okay, next we have this 5. 4 is there in the front and 8 is there in the back, so this is also correct. So now our count that we have found is 2. Let's see one more if we have it or not. So we have one more, but here it is the opposite case. 8 is coming front and 4 is coming in back, so that is also that is why we will also not consider this one also. Okay, so the correct answer for this one will be option A, which is 2. So there are 2 such occurrences of 5 which are preceded by 4 and succeeded by 8. Hope you have understood it. Moving on to the next one. Okay, let's look at this question. Class A has higher enrollment than class B. Class C has lower enrollment than class B. Class A has lower enrollment than class C. If the first two statements are true, the third statement is what? Okay, see, this is statement 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So based on statement 1 and 2, we have to tell if statement 3 is true, false, uncertain, or none. Let's try to understand this problem. Okay, see, in first statement, what it is told, A has higher enrollment than class B. So what we can write? Okay, A has higher enrollment than class B. Okay, and in second statement, what it is said, class C has lower enrollment than class B. So class C has lower enrollment than class B. So we can write this one. In third statement, what it is written, class A has lower enrollment than class C. Okay, which means this one, class A has lower enrollment than class C. So what is the correct? Okay, so see, from the first two statements, we know that A is greater than B and C is less than B, which implies what? A is greater than B and B is greater than C. Okay, so this contradicts our third statement, which is saying A is less than B, right? Because with this, what we have concluded is A is greater than C, right? So that is why we will say that the third statement is what? False. Answer is option B. Moving on to the next one. Choose the correct alternative that will continue the same pattern and fill in the blank spaces. So we have a series 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 dash and then 17 we have to find. Let's write this series with us and then we will try to solve it. Again, I would suggest that please pause for a moment and think of the answer in your own mind and then continue with the video. Okay. See, the given sequence that we have is what? 2 and then 3. If you will try to even find the differences also, you will not find anything, because see, this is a series of what? This is a series of prime numbers. Okay, so if you like notice very carefully, this is a series of prime numbers, that is 2 is one of first prime number, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 11, then what is the next prime number that comes in the series, right? So that is 13. So we know 13 is a prime number and in this series 13 is the correct one which is coming. So the missing number here was what? 13. So the correct answer in this case is going to be option B, which is 13. Okay, moving on to the next one. We have a statement, okay, and based on that we have to answer our questions. The principal instructed all the teachers to be careful in class because some students may disturb other students. We have few assumptions. First one is the teacher may handle the situation properly and they may restrict the naughty students. Statement 2 is the students will welcome the decision of the principal. Okay, now we have different options. If only assumption 1 is implicit, if only assumption 2 is implicit, C is if either 1 or 2 is implicit, and D is if neither 1 or nor 2 is implicit. Okay, see, the correct answer for this will be option number A, okay, which is only assumption 1 is implicit. Why so? Because see, 1 is implicit because the principal is assuming that the teachers can manage the situation. Okay, so teachers may handle the situation properly and they may restrict the naughty students, right? That is why only statement 1 is implicit. Okay, the correct answer in this question will be option number A. Moving on to the next one. So we have this series again and we need to find which will come in the next series. Okay, so let me put commas in between so that you can easily recognize. Okay, so we have this series. Let's see what is the pattern which is getting formed here. So first of all, if you see 522, okay, and then next is what? 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so what is getting added? The difference is 713. Okay, now next we will see 2661. The difference is what? The difference is 1426. Okay, now in this case you might not understand, okay, what is this random number, but if you will focus carefully, this is what? 1713 into 2. Okay, moving on. 4800. Okay, the difference here is how much? 2139. Okay, and this is what? 1713 into 3. I hope now you have got the logic. So the next is what? 7652. Okay, and the difference here from 4800 to 7652 is what? It is 2852, which is 1713 into 4. And the next one is what? 11217, and the difference that was coming is 3565, which is 713 into 5. Next, so now you know, we have to find it out. Okay, so how we can find it out? 713 into 6, which is going to be what? 4278. Okay, and what we need to do, we need to add this number to this previous number, right? So 11217 plus 4278 is going to give us what? 15495. Okay, so 15495 will be the next term in the series, which is our option A. So hope you have understood this series logic. The correct answer for this question is option A, which is 15495. The next question that we have is, this statement is, despite a number of preventive measures initiated by the traffic police department, two-wheelers appear to be the cause of majority of traffic accident in the city due to over speeding. It is also observed that two-wheeler vehicles are often driven at higher speeds, okay, than normal on low traffic roads. So the question is, which of the following conclusions follow from the above passage? So based on the above passage, which of the following statements are correct? The options that we have is, two-wheeler drivers become reckless on low traffic roads. Option B is, most of the accidents involving two-wheelers occur on low traffic roads. Option C is, there is no chance of accident on congested road. And option D is, it is impossible to drive two-wheelers at high speed on a congested road. See, we have to tell which one is correct as per the above passages. So see, this one is not mentioned anywhere, okay. If you will read very carefully 2 or 3 times, you will get to know. First one is the one which is getting followed. And why so? Because see, the passage is mentioning that two-wheelers are often driven at higher speeds, okay. If you read here, two-wheelers are often driven at higher speeds on low traffic roads, okay, which implies that the drivers are acting recklessly in such situations. So that is why this makes sense here, okay, in this case. So the correct option is option number A. So the correct answer is option A for this question. Moving on. So we have the identify the odd one out question. So we have different like options, and we have to select which is the odd one out of them. So see, lion, tiger, elephant and cheetah. So the correct answer in this case is going to be what? Option number C, which is elephant. And why so? Because see, lion, tiger and cheetah, okay, these are all what? These are all carnivores, okay. Carnivores is means they eat animals, and on the other hand, elephant is what? It is herbivore. So that is why the odd one out will be elephant in this case, and the correct option will be option number C. That is the answer for this question. A person walks 5 meters north and then 12 meters east. What is the shortest distance between their starting and the ending point? Now, whenever you get these kinds of questions where a person is walking in a particular direction, you should know the direction chart very well, okay. If you don't know the direction chart, you might end up finding out wrong answer. So the direction chart is this. Like on the top comes north, then on the bottom comes south, then in this direction it comes east, and then it comes in this direction we have west, okay. Now you might get questions like these directions also, which is like intermediate. So just for knowledge, I'm telling you, this direction is called as southeast, this direction is called as northeast, this direction is called as northwest, and this is called as southwest, okay. Now since we don't have this complicated question, so we just need simple form of this direction diagram, wherein we have north, south, and then we have east and west. Let's see what it says. Is a person walks 5 meters towards the north. So person was standing here, and they walks in this direction 5 meter, and then they walked further 5 meter towards the east, which means they are now here. Now what is asked to us? What is the shortest distance between their starting point and their ending point? So their ending point is here. Okay, I will mark it as E, and starting point is here. I will mark it as S. We have to find out this distance. So guys, we have all studied something called as Pythagoras theorem, right? What we used to do is, like, the line which is in front of 90 degrees. So we had a formula, that is distance, okay, is equals to what? Under root of this square, that is 5 square, plus this side square, which is again 5 square. So it is going to be okay, sorry, I did a mistake. It was like 12 meters in the east, okay. So it should be 12 here, my bad. Okay, so 12. Okay, let's continue solving our question. 5 in square is 25, and 12 square is what? 144. When we add it up, we get 169, and the square root of 169 is 13. So the correct answer in our case is option number C, which is 13 meter. Okay, so initially the starting point was this. We walked towards 5 meter in the north direction and 12 meters in the east direction. And then we have to find out the distance between starting and the ending point. So we have used Pythagoras theorem, wherein what we have done is square root of 5 square plus 12 square. 5 square was 25, 12 square is 144. On adding it, we get under root of 169, which is 13. So the correct answer is 13 meters. So this is the next question that we have. So again, let's try to quickly create the family tree. You do it by pausing the video, and I'll create here. So A is the father of C. A is the father of C, but C is not his son. Okay, so C is not his son, which means that C is his daughter. E is the daughter of C. So E is the daughter of C. F is the spouse of A, so F is the spouse of A, and B is the brother of C, B is the brother of C, D is the son of B, D is the son of B, and G is the spouse of B, so G is the spouse, and H is the father of G, so H is the father of G. So for now we have created our family tree diagram. Let's now look at our questions. Who is the grandmother of B? So we have B over here. Now D's father is B, and the mother of B is F. So the grandmother of D is F. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Who is the son of F? So here is F, and F has a daughter C who has a brother B. So the son of F is B. Moving on to the next question. Who is the grandson of H? So here we have H, and H has a daughter G, and that daughter has a son which is D. So the grandson of H will be D. The correct answer is D. Again, this is the third question in the series that you need to comment down. We have already seen previous two questions that you have to comment. Now this again you have to comment down, how is B related to H. So we have B over here and H over here. You need to find the relation between them and make sure that you find the relation of B to H and not H to B. So we have to find how is B related to H. Now so find out the answer and comment down. Make sure that you definitely comment down. Moving on to the next question now. Shubham walks 4 meters towards the east. Okay, so 4 meters towards the east. So this is right now the position of Shubham. Then turns to his right and walks 4 meters. So right of Shubham will be this direction, and again he walks 4 meters, and then turns to his left and walks 5 meters. Turns to his left and walks 5 meters. Again turning to his left and he walks 4 meters. Then from this position he is turning to his left and walks 4 meters. So right now he is at this position. What is the shortest distance between the starting point and the ending point? So we have to find the distance, shortest distance, okay, which means that this was the starting point and this is the ending point. So this distance we need to find. So the distance is 4 plus 5, 9 meters. So the correct answer for this question is 9 meters. So guys, I hope you are getting the concept. Just in case if you are facing any difficulty or having any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Also, guys, since now we have solved logical reasoning questions, so let's now move on to the next section, which is going to be verbal ability, and we are going to solve 13 questions on that. Okay, let's start. Okay, let's look at this question. Identify if the underlined part in the below sentence is incorrect. If yes, choose the option which makes the sentence grammatical, that is same as the underlined part. The sentence that we have is the moral responsibility of a doctor is being cure for his patient's illness. Okay, the options that we have are: first is being cure for, B is has cured, C is to cure, and D is being cured. Let's see the correct answer for this question. The correct answer for this question is going to be option number C, which is to cure. Okay, moving on to the next one now. The question that we have is, out of the 4 underlined phrases marked as A, B, C and D, choose the phrase which is wrong or inappropriate in the context of the sentence. Okay, let's see the phrases that we have. Due to a nuclear family setup, present day children lack affinity towards fellow human beings. Okay, and the options that we have are A, B, C, D, means we have to tell which phrase has like a wrong sentence. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is going to be C, the phrase affinity towards. Okay, affinity towards is inappropriate. Why? Because the usage should be affinity for. Okay, instead of affinity towards, it should be affinity for. Now let's read the sentence with affinity for. Okay, due to a nuclear family setup, present day children lack affinity for fellow human beings. Okay, so that is why the correct answer in this case is going to be option number C, because see, this is a part of C sentence. Okay, so that is why affinity for is the correct answer for this question. Moving on to the next question. Choose the most logical order of the given sentences to construct a coherent paragraph. Okay, we have 4 sentences and we have to rearrange them to make a meaningful paragraph. Okay, let's read out the sentences that are given to us. First is, more and more people are aspiring to escape the rat race, at the very least are learning to adopt a more leisurely pace. And imagine not having to pay the endless rising bills and cope all other often unnecessary stresses that core. Imagine not having to participate in the daily mad dash against the clock to get to work. And option D, like not D option, but sentence D is, imagine escaping 9 to 5 drudgery. Okay, so let's try to make it in a meaningful sentence. See, the first sentence that is going to come is D. Okay, the sentence or the paragraph will start from here. Imagine escaping 9 to 5 drudgery. Okay, then the next thing which will come is C, that is, imagine not having to participate in the daily mad dash against the clock to get to work. Next that will come is, and imagine not having to pay the endless rising bills and cope all other often unnecessary stresses that core. And the final statement is going to be A, which is, more and more people are aspiring to escape the rat race and at the very least are learning to adopt a more leisurely pace. So the correct answer in this case is option number D, which is DCBA. Okay, moving on to the next one. Out of the 4 underlined phrases marked A, B, C and D, choose the phrase which is wrong or inappropriate in the context of the sentence. The sentence that we have is, his eyes was solid, dark blue and his face shared the beginning signs of middle age. Okay, so we have like one sentence which is broken into like 4 different parts and we have to tell which of the part of the sentence has grammatical error. Okay, so let's see. See, it is mentioned his eyes was solid. Like this is grammatically incorrect because see, eyes is a plural word. Okay, so we cannot use was in this case. So the correct word that needs to be used is his eyes were. Okay, his eyes were solid. Okay, so that is why the error lies in option sentence part A, which is option D. So the correct answer for this question is option D. Okay, and as I told you the reason behind it, the reason is the wrong usage of the word was. Okay, so it should be were. So his eyes were solid, dark blue and his face shared the beginning signs of middle age. Okay, moving on to the next one. The next one that we have is, identify if the underlined part in the sentence is incorrect. If yes, choose the options which makes the sentence grammatically correct. If no, choose the one that is same as the underlined part. Okay, let's see the sentence that we have. She wanted to finish all the work before the end of the like maybe the sentence continues, but see, we just have to focus on this part, what should come here. Okay, so the options that we have is be, finish, finishes, finish, finished. Okay, so see, the correct answer in this case is going to be option C, which is finish. Okay, why so? Because the correct verb form after wanted to is the base form finish. Okay, so that is why to finish is grammatically incorrect in this case, because we are using to finish here, so instead of it should come finish. That is why the correct answer is going to be option number C. Moving on, change voice of the below given sentences. Okay, so we have like different sentences with us and we need to change the voice of them. So let's read the sentences. My coach is advising me about the game plan, and then we have 4 options with us which are like changing in the voice. So we have to see which one is the correct. Option A is, I had been advised about the game plan by my coach. Option B is, I am being advised by my coach about the game plan. Option C is, I am advised by my coach about the game plan. And option D is, I was advised about the game plan by my coach. Okay, let's see what is the correct answer in this case. The correct sentence is going to be the usage of am being actually. So which is like option number which is option number B. Okay, so the correct answer is option B, that is, I am being advised by my coach about the game plan. Moving on to the next question. Choose the word opposite in meaning to the given word judicious. Okay, so we have a word judicious. We have to find the antonym of this word. The options that we have are indiscreet, impure, unlawful and unequal. Okay, now see, judicious means what? Judicious means showing good judgment. Okay, so you should know the meaning of the word, then only you can find the opposite meaning, right? So judicious means to show good judgment. Okay, so what is the opposite of judicious? Okay, so in this case the opposite of judicious is going to be indiscreet, which means lacking good judgment. Okay, judicious means showing good judgment, indiscreet means lacking good judgment. The correct answer is option A. Moving on to the next one. Choose the synonym. And we have the similar meaning, like synonym means similar meaning. Okay, the word that we have is vehemence. Okay, and the options that we have is acclaim, force, fervor, and strength. Okay, so see, in this case the correct answer is going to be, first you have to understand what is vehemence. Okay, vehemence means intensity. Okay, intensity you can say, or forcefulness. Okay, all this means all these are like the meanings of that. Forcefulness, okay, forcefulness or like of expression or your feeling. Okay, vehemence is basically intensity or forcefulness of expression or feeling. Okay, now I have written the complete meaning for you. Now just pause for a minute, think of the answer. So the synonym for vehemence is going to be fervor. Okay, which is going to be option C. Moving on to the next one. Choose the option that can be substituted for a given sentence or phrase. We have a phrase, okay, that is given to us. We have to select one of the options which can be substituted in place of this phrase. Okay, let's see the phrase. Unable to be avoided, evaded, or escaped. The options that we have are thrilling, inevitable, bewildering, and overwhelming. So the correct answer for this question is option B, which is inevitable. You must have all heard about this word inevitable, the one who can't be avoided or like lost, to make, lose, or something. Moving on to the next one. Choose the option that meaningfully completes the sentence. The sentence is, it is dash that a mind so pure and searching could miss the truth. The options that we have is unlikely, surely, definitely, and scarcely. See, the correct answer in this case is going to be unlikely. Okay, I'll tell you the reason why. The answer is unlikely. Okay, the reason for this is this sentence implies a doubts that a pure and searching mind could miss the truth. Okay, so unlikely is the best which is fitting in this context. That is why the correct answer in this case is going to be unlikely. Moving on to the next one. Despite his injury, he played the match with great dash. Okay, now what has to come in dash? We have to see the options. First is hesitation, determination, confusion, and reluctance. See, he won't be hesitated, right, and he won't be confused, reluctant. These are like kind of not the qualities which will fit in this context. The correct is determination. He was determined, that is why he played the match, right? And even though he had the injury, so his determination was great, that which didn't let him, like, you know, sit idle and still up, like, play for the his match. Moving on to the next one. Each of the participants were asked to submit their entries before the deadlines. Again, this is some of similar question where we have to find the error, in which part of the sentence the error is there. Okay, so let me tell you, the correct answer for this will be option B, that is the error lies in sentence part B. Okay, which is like this part. Okay, and guys, in these kinds of question, make sure that you check the part of the sentence very clearly. Okay, don't consider that A is here, so the next of it will be A. Okay, no, see, the sentence is starting from here, so A was this much, and then B is this much. Okay, like A was this much, and then next is B, this part is C, and then the last part is D. Okay, you have to understand that. Okay, now why B is the answer for this question, and why, what is the error in this part? See, the subject each is singular. Okay, so the sentence is starting with each, that is each of the participants. So when we are using a singular subject, we should use was, right, in place of were. So the correct answer should, the correct sentence should be, each of the participants was asked to submit their entries before the deadline. Okay, hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Next is, choose the word that is more similar in meaning to immaculate. Again, we have a word and we have to tell which is the most similar to this word, and the options that we have is perfect, flawed, dirty, and dull. Okay, the correct answer for this question is going to be option number A, which is perfect. Okay, so perfect is the correct answer. Now let me tell you what is immaculate means. Immaculate means spotless. Okay, spotless or free from loss. Okay, so immaculate means spotless or free from loss, which is a synonym with perfect. So that is why the correct option is perfect. Okay, and rest of all the options are like contradicting with it, which is like they are the opposite of it. That is why we have not selected them, flawed, dirty, and dull. So hope you have understood this answer. Moving on to the next one. So guys, since we have solved all the questions on verbal ability now, so let's now move forward to the next section, which is technical skills or computer fundamental sections. So now we are going to solve 30 questions on that. Let's look at this question. Which of the below are document-based database services? The options that we have are MySQL, MongoDB, Cassandra, and CouchDB. So we have different options. That is, all of the options, or either 3 and 2, or either 1 and 2, or 2nd and 4th. Okay. So guys, let me tell you the answer for this. The correct answer for this will be C, MongoDB and CouchDB. These both are what? These both are database services, okay, which is like asked in the question. So the correct answer for this question is going to be second and fourth, okay, which is our option number D. So the correct answer for this question will be option number D. Moving on to the next question. The SQL statements are given below are executed in this order, okay. That is, the first statement is create table demo a varchar 10 slash insert into demo values, and then these values are mentioned 101 and 5567, update demo set null, and then we have the question, what will be the result of the statement given below if executed, and what is the like statement that is given to us, select star from demo, okay. So see, this the SQL statement creates a table with columns, inserts a value, and then updates the value to null in this case, okay. So the final result from this statement that will come is select star from demo is which is option number B, okay. That is initially AB and then 101 and then null, okay. Because as I mentioned, what is happening, it is like SQL statement is first creating a table and then with columns, okay, creating a table with columns, okay, then inserts the value in that and then updates the value to null, okay, updates value to null. So hope you found the answer. So the correct answer for this question is option number B, okay. Moving on to the next question. Choose the incorrect statement regarding IPv4 protocol, okay, and we have options again. So first statement is IPv4 provides both error control and flow control mechanism. Second option is it is reliable protocol. Third option is IPv4 works at network layer of OSI model. And then again we have options, that is either only 3 is incorrect, or 1 or 2 are incorrect, or second or third is incorrect, or 1, second and third all are incorrect. So see, the correct answer for this question is going to be option number B, which is first and second statement are incorrect, okay. And now let's see IPv4 does not provide error control and flow control. It's considered an unreliable protocol, okay. So this one is wrong, okay. Next is IPv4 works at the network layer of OSI protocol, okay. So that's what, like, based on these, the correct answer will be option number B. So the first and second is wrong, okay, because network layer 1 is already correct because IPv4 actually works at network layer. Moving on to the next question. Which type of attack inundates a network or server with an excessive number of requests? The options that we have are rendering it inaccessible for legitimate users, and so now the options that we have are phishing, spoofing, DDoS and brute force. The correct answer in this case is going to be option number C, which is going to be DDoS, okay. So DDoS stands for what? Distributed denial of service, okay. If you are not aware, DDoS stands for distributed DOS or denial of service. Now DDoS attack floods a network or server with excessive requests, rendering it inaccessible, okay. So the correct answer is option C. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following is a method user to verify the identity of a user or device attempting to access a network? Okay, the options that we have is encryption, biometrics, firewall or DMS. The correct answer is option number B, which is biometrics, okay. So biometrics is basically used to verify the identity of a user or device which is attempting to access a network. So the correct answer in this case is biometric. Okay, now let's look at this question. Which of the statements given below is or are correct? First statement is FTP uses 2 TCP connections, and second is HTTPS uses only 1 TCP connection. And the options that we have are only one is correct, only second is correct, both first and second are correct, and both first and third is both first and second are incorrect, and fourth is both first and second are correct, okay. So now the correct answer for this one is going to be option number D, which is both first and second are correct, okay, because FTP uses 2 connections and HTTP uses only 1 connection is true in this case. So hope you have understood it. The correct answer is option D. The next one is DIMM is what, okay. So basically DIMM is what, okay. So we have to tell the correct answer. Basically this is a full form type of question, okay, and the correct answer in this case will be DIMM stands for dual inline memory module, okay. So DIMM. So DIMM stands for dual inline memory module, and the correct answer in this case is option D, which is this one. Moving on to the next one. So a systematic way of storing information in database, okay, and we have different options. So which is the systematic way of storing information in the database? The options that we have are query, report, form, none of the above. So the correct answer in this case is option number C, which is form. Okay. Moving on to the next one. The type of testing which focuses on finding faults due to invalid data is what? So the options that we have is first one equivalent partitioning, second one is equivalence class partitioning, third is boundary value testing, and we have options as both first and second. Second is both like only second, only third, or only first. So the correct answer in this case will be both first and second. Okay, so the option number A is the correct answer. So equivalence partitioning and boundary value testing are used to test faults due to invalid data. Okay, however, equivalence class partitioning is the better answer for finding invalid data scenarios. So that's why the correct answer in this case is option number A. Moving on to the next one. Identify the correct testing techniques. Okay, so we have different types of testing techniques, that is integration testing, collaboration testing, system testing, and unit testing. So the correct answer for this one is collaboration testing. Collaboration testing is not the correct testing technique. Rest all are correct testing techniques. Moving on to the next one. What protocol is used for sending emails? Okay, so the options that we have are SMTP, FTP, STTP, and IMAP. So the correct answer in this case is option A, which is SMTP, and the full form of SMTP is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Okay, so in the name of SMTP only it is coming mail, so that is only the correct answer. That is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is used for sending emails. So in this one the correct answer is option number A. Moving on to the next one. What is the default subnet mask for a class C IP address? Okay, and we have different options. So out of these the correct answer for this one is like 255 for like .255.255.0 is the class C networks that have a default subnet mask allowing 254 host addresses. So the correct answer in this case is which one? Option number C. Okay. Moving on to the next one. What does IDE stands for in programming? Okay, so the IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is option number B, A, I guess, because A is Integrated Development Environment. Let's read the other options also. Interactive Debugging Environment is wrong. Integrated Debugging Environment is also wrong, and Interactive Design Environment is also wrong. So the correct answer is option A, that is Integrated Development Environment. Next one is, what is recursion in programming? The options that we have are a function calling another function. Second is a function calling itself, a loop inside a function, and a class within a class. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is recursion is basically what? A function calling itself is called as recursion. Okay, so the correct answer is option B. Moving on to the next one. What is the output of 5 mod 2 in most programming languages? Okay, so see, 5 mod 2 is an expression we need to, and you know, before solving this question you should understand what mod does. Okay, so mod basically does is like it gives you remainder. Okay, so remainder. So when we do 5 mod 2, what we are doing is this one, and we have to return whatever we get as the like remainder. So we get 1 as the remainder, right? So the correct answer that will 5 mod 2 will give is 1. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is option B, that is 1. Moving on to the next one. Which of the following is a mutable data type in Python? And the options that we have is tuple, list, string, and integer. Okay, so the correct answers out of these is option B, which is list. So list can be like, you know, what is mutable basically? So mutable, let me tell you, mutable basically can be modified. Okay, next one that we have is question number 17. Okay, which is which type of join returns allow rows from both tables which nulls in place of missing matches? The options that we have are inner join, left join, right join, full outer join. Okay, so again I would suggest pause for a minute, think of the like answer, and then continue the video. The correct answer for this one is option number D, which is full outer join. Okay, so full outer join returns all the rows from both tables with nulls for non-matching data. Okay, moving on to the next one. So guys, before we move on to the next one, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so that you don't miss any important updates going forward. What is the next question? Which SQL command is used to change the structure of a table? We have different options. Option A is alter, B is modify, C is update, and D is create. The correct answer in this case is option A, which is alter. Okay, so alter is like alter command modifies the structure of the existing table, such as like adding or dropping columns from a table. Okay, so correct answer in this case is alter. Moving on to the next one. What is a foreign key in databases? And the options that we have are a key that uniquely identifies a row in a table. Option B is a key that refers to primary key in another table. Option C is a key that is indexed for faster searches. And option D is a key that is auto-generated. The correct answer for this question is going to be option B, that is a key that refers to a primary key in another table. Basically, foreign key is what? Okay, it tries to establish connection between two tables. Okay, and it refers to the primary key in the second table or the another table. So that is why the correct answer in this case is going to be option B. Okay, moving on to the next one. What is the result of SQL query that is select count star from table name? Okay, and the options that we have are the sum of all column values, the total number of rows in a table, the number of columns in a table, the unique values in a table. So the correct answer in this case is option number B, that is the total number of rows in the table. Okay, so this query will result into the total number of rows in a table. So the correct answer is option number B. Moving on to the next one. What is a firewall primarily used for? The options that we have are encrypting network traffic, blocking unauthorized access. Option C is enhancing internet speed, and option D is detecting hardware issues if there is any. So the correct answer in this case is option number B, that is blocking unauthorized access. Okay, so blocking unauthorized access is like the major work of firewalls. What is the next question that we have? Which of the following is a phishing attack? The options that we have are SQL injection. Option B is sending deceptive emails to steal credentials. Option C is overloading a server with traffic. And option D is unauthorized code execution. So the correct answer in this case is option B, that is sending deceptive emails to the to steal the credentials. That is the called as phishing attack. Moving on to the next one. What does HTTPS use to secure communication? The options that we have is RSA, TLS or SSL. Option C is DES and option D is AES. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is TLS or SSL. Okay, HTTPS basically uses TLS or SSL to encrypt data and secure communication between client and server. That is why the correct answer in this case is option number B. Moving on to the next question. Which type of malware replicates itself to spread to other devices? The options that we have is worm, Trojan, ransomware, and spyware. So the correct answer in this case will be worm. Okay, so basically the worm self-replicates it and spreads to other system without user intervention. Moving on to the next one. Which software development methodology emphasize iterative progress? Okay, and the options that we have is agile, waterfall, spiral, RAD. Okay, so basically agile, we all know agile is the methodology which focuses on iterative development, delivering incremental updates. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is option number A, which is agile. Moving on. Which type of testing focuses on individual units or components? Options that we have are integration testing, system testing, unit testing, and acceptance testing. So with the names only we got it. So individual units, so that is why the correct answer is unit testing. So unit testing ensures that individual parts of the application works as intended or as per expectation. Moving on to the next one. What is primary function of DNS? The options that we have are assign IP address. Option B is resolve domain name to IP address. Option C is block unauthorized traffic, and option D is route data packets. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is going to be resolve domain names to IP address. Moving on to the next one. What is the purpose of a VPN? Okay, so if you are not aware, VPN stands for virtual private network. Okay, so what is the work of VPN? Let's read the options. First is encrypt internet connections, second is block malware, third is speed up downloads, and fourth is monitor network traffic. So correct answer in this case is option A, which is encrypt internet connection. So the work of VPN is to encrypt internet connection. Moving on, what is the purpose of a load balancer? The options that we have are to secure applications, to distribute network traffic across multiple servers. Option C is to reduce database queries, and option D is to encrypt sensitive information. The correct answer in this case is option B, which is to distribute network traffic across multiple servers is the purpose of a load balancer actually. Moving on to the next one. Which of the following tools is used for container orchestration? Okay, and the options that we have is Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, and Ansible. So the correct answer in this case would be Kubernetes, because Kubernetes automates the deployment, it scales and management. It also is responsible for management of centralized applications. That is why the correct answer is Kubernetes in this case. Guys, now we have solved computer fundamental 30 questions. So now is the time when we need to solve 2 more coding questions. So let's dive deep into that.
So let's see the problem statement. You are given an array prices with prices of I is the prices of a given stock on ith day. That is, price of 1 is the price of a given stock on first day. Similarly, for all the days it is given as I. You want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in future to sell the stock. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any profit, return 0. So let's see the example input and output, and then we will understand what is the problem is trying to say. So the input that is given to us is a prices array. So this array contains some values 7, 1, 5, 3, 6, 4, and the output that we have got is 5. So let's see how we have obtained this output. So what they have said is buy on day 2 price is 1. So on second day, that is this one, our price is 1, and sell on day 5 price is equals to 6. On 5th day our price is 6. So our profit will be 6 minus 1 equals 5. Note that buying on day 2 and selling on day 1 is not allowed, because you must buy before you sell. Okay, so let's clearly understand the problem, what it is. So what the problem is saying is, first of all, we are given an array of prices. On the first day, suppose we have bought an item for rupees 7. Okay, so as we can see in the all the next days, we are not selling at this item more than 7 rupees. So our profit will be 0 for now. On the second day, we have bought an item for rupees 1, and we can see that if we sell this item on third day, we will have a profit of 4 rupees. But if we sell the similar item on fourth day, that is this 3, we will have a profit of 2 rupees. And if we sell this item on fifth day, we will get a profit of 5 rupees, because if we have bought the item at 1 rupees and we are now selling it as 6 rupees, so we will get the profit of 5 rupees. And similarly, if we are selling on last day, we will again get the less profit. So what we have to do is, we have to keep this maximum profit, and we have to check for all the days. That is, if we see on the next day we have bought the item for 5 rupees, and if we are selling at 6 rupees, then we have got profit 1 only, but our previous profit was 5 rupees. So we will continue to keep this profit only. So let's code this problem. How we can code this? The simple approach is to keep 2 arrays. First of all, one will run from I equals to 0 to last till the n, and the second one will run from I plus 1. That is, from the whatever our I value is, from the next element it will run till the last element, and we will check by comparing it. If the second element is greater than the first element, then we will keep it in max. So let's see the approach now. So now let's look at the code for this problem. First of all, what we are given with is prices array. This was given to us as an input in the question, and what we have done is we have calculated n variable, which is the number of elements in the array, and then we have initialized a variable profit with 0. This profit will contain our final profit value. Okay, so now we will start running a loop from int I equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. Now for each day we have to calculate a maximum value. That is why we are declaring the variable max, mx, and now we will run another loop, as I said, int j is equals to, which will run from I plus 1 to I j less than n, j plus plus. And for each j we will compare if array of j is greater than array of I. What we will do is we will update our max value. This will tell us that our maximum value is, now we have to update it so that we can calculate our profit. So for each day we have calculated, for each day, like for day 1 we have calculated our maximum value. So like for 7 our maximum will be 0 only. So finally we will calculate our profit by doing maximum of whatever our previous profit was, and we will check if our current profit has come greater than that previous profit. If it is, then we will update the value of our profit. And now we will do cout profit. Okay, one thing we have to change is the array name that is given to us is prices. So let's update that. All the places where we have written array, we will update it by prices. Okay, so now let's check. Okay, so you can see that our output is 0 because for first day there is no day at which we have sold the item at greater than 7. For second day similarly there is no other day where we have sold the item at much pricer than 6. Similarly for all the days there is no profit at all. So that's why we have the profit 0. So now let's check for another input that we are having. So for this our output should be 5. Let's check, because the maximum profit in this case that we are getting is on the second day if we bought an item at 1 rupees, and if we sell the same item on the 5th day at price 6, we will have the maximum profit of 5. So in this way we can get the maximum profit. So thanks for this video. If you want to check more of such videos, you can check the playlist in my channel, TCS DCA. And thanks. So let's see, write a program to find multiplication of a given number. So the number given to us is 1 2 3 4 and the output is 24. So how this output is calculated, we just simply have to multiply all the digits of the number. Similarly for the example 352, we have to multiply all the 3 digits, that is 3 into 5 into 2, we will get the output as 30. So let's see how to solve this problem. So initially we are given the integer n, which is our number. What we have to do is we first have to keep a variable for multiplication. This will contain our multiplication value, and now we will write a while loop. So we have to run this while loop until our n is greater than 0. So first of all what we will do is we will calculate the remainder value. So that is r is equals to n mod 10. This is modulus operator. What this will do is it will return us the remainder, and then once this is done we will calculate the multiplication. So multiplication will be our previous value multiplied by the current r that we have got, and then after this multiplication is calculated for a single digit, what we will do is we will divide our number by 10, so that we know that this digit is processed. So once this is done, after the whole after n becomes 0, we will get our multiplied value. So we will see out mu n. So let's see. So you can see we have got the output as 24. Now let's check for another input that we have, which was 352. So for 352 the answer should be 30. Let's see. So you can see we have got 30. So how we have got this? We have just got this by simply multiplying the elements of the digits, simply multiplying all the digits of the number, and this is how we can calculate the multiplication of a number. Similarly, if we are asked to calculate the addition, this can be done in similar way.
So guys, that's all for this video. Guys, I have put a lot of effort creating in this video. So if you found that this video was a little bit help for you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please share it with your friends so that they can also get benefited with this content, as I am providing all this content absolutely for free, because you might see that at other places all this content is available at paid versions. Okay, so also, if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section and I will guide you through it. I try to answer 100% of the comment on my channel. So make sure if you have any doubts, please comment down. Also, if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and you can join me on Telegram and Instagram as well. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video.